Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 36th Annual Student Leadership Awards. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jeremy Keller. I serve as the Program Manager for Leadership in the Office of Student Involvement and Leadership. We are very happy and pleased that you were able to join us tonight. I want to thank all of the students, the faculty, the staff, our administration for pushing through this year. This has definitely not been a normal year. I know a year ago, about 2 weeks before last year's Leadership Awards is when we hit the pandemic and everyone went home. But I think I can speak for myself, my office, I think the entire Wright State community to say that we are very proud of how our Raider family has continued to strive and push forward despite the hardships that we may have faced over this past year. And we are coming out stronger because of it. I would also like to thank the students and the staff and the faculty who volunteered to sit and use their time to help judge the different categories of the Leadership Awards. Their commitment to seeing students, leaders grow and develop really highlights that is at the center of their character right here on Wright State. Thank you. The Student Leadership Awards recognizes exceptional achievements by members of the Wright State University community who demonstrate a commitment to student engagement in various forms. Each nominee has made a significant impact on student life, and on behalf of the Office of Student Involvement and Leadership, I would like to personally thank you for your contributions. As we go through the program tonight, I would definitely encourage you to use the chat function here on WebEx to congratulate one another and sharing one another's successes from this past year. At this time, it is with great pleasure that I present the 8th President of Wright State University, Dr. Susan Edwards. President Edwards joined Wright State in 2018 as the Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs and the Provost. She was drawn to Wright State because of the university's core values and dedication to students. She is proud of how Wright State serves its students and the region, and is honored and humbled to serve the university and its partners as its president. Dr. Edwards stepped into the role as president back in January of 2020. During her presidency, Dr. Edwards has been focused on recruitment, retention, and relationships. She is personally committed to student success, especially in terms of retention, experiential learning, and high-quality classroom education. She is also one that thrives on connecting with the Raider community and getting to know everybody on a personal level. She is committed to fostering a welcoming and inclusive campus for students, faculty, and staff. Please join me in welcoming President Susan Edwards.
Thank you, Jeremy. I must admit, I was like, please don't talk about me. I hate it when people talk about me. And I was like, oh goodness. So I just want to, one, welcome everybody, and two, congratulate you all, because you all have, been nominated by your peers, you've been nominated by your advisors, you've been nominated by some faculty, and the fact that you're nominated means that you have made an impact in the Wright State community. So one, I want to acknowledge that and thank you for all that you have done, because in this year in particular, it has been an incredibly challenging year. And I know it's said over and over again, but it truly has. And you've all adapted, and your resiliency is inspiring. Alexandria, we were talking just the other week, and we were talking, actually, was it last week? I can't remember. The week before, it was very exciting. It was Model UN. I was a little blown away. But it was one of those sort of things when we could actually get together in person, and it was just so lovely. And I think we've all missed that personal connection this year, and especially you all, because you've all participated across the campus in such impactful ways that personal connection is something that you've missed this year. And I think one of the things that has really resonated with me is just how you've all managed to stay connected with the groups that you serve, utilizing technology. I mean, Jeremy, I do remember this time last year, and I think we did this program. It was one of the first programs that we had done moving into the new space. And now it's kind of, okay, we've got this. We can do this. This is something we can do, and we can still make it such an important sort of event, even though we're not physically together. But I will tell you, I am very excited. As you heard me, in those of you that were in the room earlier, graduation, the fact that we're actually moving to a face-to-face model for graduation is a very big move. We're starting to have more events. We are really already starting. I've been talking with our incoming student government president and vice president about how the return to campus is going to be and how we want to celebrate the return to campus for not only our students but our faculty and staff who really also have felt disconnected to you all this year. And so, the fact that you've been able to continue to do the work that you do in such an inspiring way, always fills my heart with great joy because, the whole reason we exist is for our students. And the staff will probably roll their eyes when and the faculty may roll their eyes when I say it, but you are the center of our universe. Everything we do revolves around you. And sometimes it might not feel that way, such as when we're preparing a paper, right? When the faculty are giving you homework. It may not feel that way, but truly that's what we're here for. We're here to support you in your success and to make sure that what we're doing is preparing you for whatever it is that you choose to do moving forward. Whether that's working for a nonprofit, whether that's working for a historical society, whether it's being a fabulous artist in your own right, whether that be in music, theatre, dance, art, studio work, whether it's you going on to medical school, whether it's going on to law school, as I know a number of you are. It doesn't matter what your destiny and how you choose your education, to use your education. It's the fact that you took time to become educated and to learn. I was actually just reading a book. It was a speech by David Foster Wallace, and it was a really interesting view of how we choose to either remain in our heads or utilize that liberal arts education to think outside the box. And that's really what we're looking forward to seeing, whatever you do with your degrees. And the opportunity you have with student organizations to get experiences that are outside of the classroom, that enhance that education. That's what tonight's all about. Tonight's all about celebrating all of those things that you have done, all of those achievements that you have gained as a result of the experience you've had in student organizations. And I can see Mackenzie there from The Guardian. She's going to go rock the world when it comes to journalism. I just know that, editor of The Guardian, Renee, we've had such great conversations about, what you have been working, and you work so hard and so tirelessly with charities. You're a rock star in my view. And everybody is doing, and we just need to stop and celebrate all of your achievements. And that's really what tonight is about. So I want to congratulate all of you. I know Ryan there, you were instrumental in getting that, the e-games off and running, and the e-team, I guess I'm calling it the e-team. It's probably incorrect. But, our e-gaming team, taking the initiative to do something that is not in the norm, okay? So I am just so thankful for each and every one of you. I can see Shanice there and Shay. This is just such a great opportunity to celebrate you, to celebrate all the great things that you have done. And just know that in my view, you are all fabulous achievers, and I am in awe of you in every day. So thank you for giving me the honor of talking to you tonight. And I want to wish you a great end of the semester, because I know we're in the home straight and we're probably feeling a little stressed. Make sure that you take time for yourself and care for yourself in the coming weeks as we head towards finals. And for those of you who are graduating, I can't wait to see you at graduation. And for those of you who are continuing, I cannot wait to see you in the fall when we are back face to face. So thank you for the opportunity, and I want to wish you all the very best as we move forward. So thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you, President Edwards. I would next like to introduce our Dean of Students, Dr. Chris Taylor. Dr. Taylor joined Wright State in 2014 as the Director of Community Standards and Student Conduct after previously working at Miami University. In his new role as the Dean of Students, he oversees several departments, including student conduct, student involvement and leadership, residence life and housing, and campus recreation. While this position is new for Wright State, Dr. Taylor still remains committed to advancing the mission of the Division of Student Affairs and working to serve the best interests of our students. Much like Dr. Edwards, Dr. Taylor also strives to make those one-on-one connections with the students and his staff that he works with on a regular basis. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Dean Taylor.
Good evening, everyone. I'll be very brief so we can get on with the awards. I wanted to take the time to thank all of you and honor all of you for the hard work you've done this year. In the best of times, students who step up to be leaders on our campus have to balance their studies, possible employment outside the university, and many, many other aspects of their lives. Yet, you all do this willingly and give so much of yourselves to your fellow students and the university community. This year is unparalleled in the amount of things we've all had to do to adjust to. We've all had to adjust to and do differently. You've all responded with great resiliency and have kept our students engaged during very difficult times. You serve as a shining example of what Raiders are capable of. And I just want to thank you for your service. And like President Edwards, I hope to meet many of you. It's been interesting being a Dean of Students in that, I walk around campus pretty regularly and certainly through the student union, and I don't see a lot of students. So I expect to, once things return to normalcy, grab a cup of coffee and a donut with a student and sit and have a chat. And the students I approach now, I think they think I'm a little crazy because they're maybe the only student I've seen that day. So I tend to go a little overboard. I'm sorry if that's been any of you. But again, I just want to thank you for your service, and thanks to Jeremy and everybody in student involvement leadership for putting this program on. And thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you, Dean Taylor. Good evening. My name is Debbie Lamp, and I'm the Associate Director in Student Involvement and Leadership. And I have the honor of starting the presentations on the Student Organization Awards. This year, we have 5 categories. They are Collaboration, Community Service, Diversity and Inclusion, Program of the Year, and Student Organization of the Year. We will start with the first 3 categories. Our first award this evening is presented to a student organization for collaboration. This group has demonstrated outstanding initiatives through a commitment to advancement of Wright State University through their collaborative efforts. On campus, this group has developed collaborative relationships with organizations and departments such as the Society of Women Engineers, Biomedical Engineering Society, the Lake Campus, and Raj Soin College of Business. In addition to working with several other student organizations throughout this past year, this organization has continued to form partnerships with the surrounding community, including Charlemagne-Julian and Lehman Catholic High Schools through their STEM Idol Speaker Series. All their programs have been to further breathe life into the engineering majors for students, hoping that these interactions will be the spark to a person's curiosity and ingenuity. I knew I was going to mess up that word, and I practiced it all day. Ingenuity. We'll get it better later. I apologize. Join me in congratulating the Institute of Industrial and Systems Engineers as this year's Collaborative Award winner. Congratulations. The next award is presented to an organization that has demonstrated a commitment to community service. Over the past year, this organization has fought the pandemic and continued to serve the Dayton community. Their philanthropic efforts have allowed them to raise close to $3,500 for various charities, including Habitat for Humanity and the Ronald McDonald House. Members of this organization have also committed with their time volunteering to clean facilities, working food banks, and making sure their experiences help those around them. As one member said, it is our servitude as an organization that we feel the most pride. It is getting our hands dirty and stepping out of our comfort zones to uplift our community. This year, it is my pleasure to announce that Compassion in Action is this year's Community Service Award winner. Congratulations. And now over to Gina.
Hi, everyone. My name is Gina Couture, and I serve as the Program Director in the Office of Student Involvement and Leadership. The next award is presented to an organization that has demonstrated a commitment to diversity and inclusion on campus. This group has continued to push for diversity education both within their own organization and in the broader WSU community. In fact, they've been founded on the idea of promoting diversity and inclusion within the fraternity and sorority community here at Wright State. As a nominator said, their podcast is one of the best things to come out of Greek life this school year. It starts a conversation about what it's like to be a minority, including intersectionality at Wright State's campus and in our fraternity and sorority community. It is my great honor as the advisor for the fraternity and sorority community to present advocates of cultural diversity and excellence, or ACE, with this year's Diversity and Inclusion Award. Yay! All right. At this time, I'd like to begin the presentation of awards for individuals. The first individual award for the evening is the Student Supporter of the Year. The award will be given to a member of the Wright State community who has gone above and beyond by working collaboratively with students, campus leaders, offices, and/or departments to move student life forward at Wright State University. This person has been someone that has been a go-to person for students to work with over the past year in particular. They stated that regular communication, both formal and informal, is what we need in order to truly work together. I've appreciated the willingness of students to contact me directly to discuss their ideas, concerns, and priorities. These conversations have led to the creation of the Racial Equity Task Force, as well as spearheading the Faculty Senate, the grading accommodations for students during the current pandemic. They helped to reestablish the relationship with Student Government Association over the past year and are now in regular meetings and communications with those student leaders. It is my great honor to congratulate the Student Supporter of the Year, Dr. Laura Lerman. Yay! Over to you, Eric.
The second individual award for the evening is Advisor of the Year. I guess I should introduce myself. My name is Eric Corbett. I'm the Director of Student Union Recreation and Activities, which includes student involvement and leadership. As I said, the second individual award for the evening. This award is presented to a student organization advisor who has been a role model, student support resource, and a guiding individual for student leadership. This year's recipient has gone above and beyond the role of a typical advisor. In addition to making sure they were available to the executive board members, they offered their resources to better market the organization to potential new leaders, including making sure to announce events and meetings in every one of their classes and in department newsletters. They also took initiative at the end of last March to assist in the restarting of the dormant organization, the American Society of Mechanical Engineers. As their nominator stated, she is exemplary of what a student organization advisor should be. I know I could not have gotten the organization off the ground without her. So congratulations to the American Society of Mechanical Engineers advisor, Dr. Joy Gockel, being this year's Advisor of the Year. Congratulations. Our next individual award is the Distinguished Graduate Student Award, Graduate Student Leader Award. This award is presented to a specific graduate student who has shown exemplary leadership qualities over the last academic year. This year's award recipient is not only a critical member of the unit they are employed with, but has also made an impact during the past year with a number of other units. This includes admissions, where the student has been working as an intern, helping to develop marketing materials for incoming and future students, and residence life and housing, where they volunteered to help haunting on Springwood Lane. This graduate student has really made their biggest impact, I think, during this pandemic as we've had to change the way we think about programming. And this student has been in my department, so I've gotten to know the student very well. And as we approached really new territory last spring, this student really stepped up in a lot of ways to help us think outside the box and how we present recreational programming to students. Not only became a huge part of what campus recreation was doing, but also becoming a resource for many other departments as they began to do virtual programming, UAB, the Division of Student Affairs, and several others. In a normal setting, I might have made fun of connecting the word distinguished with this student, but that's just because I like him and he's done a great job for us. So it is my pleasure to congratulate Jake Wells for being this year's Distinguished Graduate Student Leader.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Courtney Lakitis, and I serve as the Program Manager for Student Organizations in the Office of Student Involvement and Leadership. The Emerging Leader Award recognizes undergraduate students who have shown leadership potential and dedication to involvement in campus life and who have demonstrated initiative, motivation, and potential for student leadership at Wright State University. We have multiple recipients. This year, we are pleased to honor Tyler Shear, Allie Bischoff, Noah Kinding, Caitlin Kranaski. I worked on this. Krenizak. I can't say that. I'm so sorry. Anyways, I'm like so panicked right now. Anyways, Nick Studer, Elizabeth Shuck, Charlene Fung, Casey Lovejoy, Josie Marshall, and Melody Root. And now to announce the Distinguished Emerging Leader Award. This year's winner has shown exemplary leadership qualities to their short time within the fraternity sorority community. As the nominator stated, they are an example of one of those students that arrive on our campus and are determined to make an impact. Having started at WSU in the fall of 2020, this student took a leap in joining a sorority and then in a few weeks later taking on a major leadership position within the College Panhellenic as their vice president of recruitment. While she is new to WSU and the fraternity sorority community, she is already making strides to growing as a leader on campus and making positive changes within her organization. Congratulations to this year's Distinguished Emerging Leader, Casey Lovejoy.
The next individual leadership award is the Established Student Leader Award, and this recognizes a student who strives for creating a vision for their organization while establishing personal or professional goals. We have a multiple recipients, and this year we are pleased to honor, and this year I actually know almost every one of these students really well, so that's even more exciting for me. Roxanne Rossner, Nick Benvenuto, Sydney McGilton, Garrett Reagan, Shanice White, Destiny Ellers, Mackenzie Hofferlin, Dylan Hall, Shay Neal, and Alexis Whistler. And now to announce the Distinguished Established Student Leader Award. This year's Distinguished Established Leader has grown with their organization as a leader on campus. Not only have they been part of different leadership programs, including Take Flight and assisting with Raider Camp, they have also led their organization's membership to a higher potential, recruiting up to 30 students to join and implementing new ideas during this pandemic. The leader strives to better themselves and in turn their organization through strong connections with fellow leaders and organizations. while furthering to push what they can do. Their leadership as the current editor-in-chief of The Guardian has allowed the organization to thrive over the past year, taking on new challenges and creating new projects to propel The Guardian further. Congratulations to this year's Distinguished Established Student Leader, Mackenzie Hofferlin. Now back to you, Jeremy.
Thanks. Our third individual award, student awards, the Advanced Student Leader Award, recognizes students who have consistently supported their student organizations, programs, and initiatives, mentored future student leaders, while continuing to develop their own leadership competencies. We have multiple recipients, and this year we are pleased to honor Sabrina D'Alessandro, Dorian Buford, Logan Rex, Renee Dollenmeyer, Allie Harbaum, Ryan Slatter, Brittany Zazueta, Dylan Collison, Jacob O'Connor, and Deshanae Moore. The Distinguished Advanced Student Leader Award recipient is involved in numerous leadership roles on campus, including, but not limited to, being a resident assistant, being on the Raj Swain College of Business's Dean Student Advisory Board, a member of the Executive Board for Sigma Phi Epsilon, and a member of Omicron Delta Kappa. In these leadership positions, they have been able to steer their organizations and their fellow leaders to do great improvements through events, dialogues, and pushing themselves to be a better leader on campus. They have held members accountable, helped raise money for various causes, and made connections with students and the community to bring life onto campus whenever possible. They said that while having involvement experiences at Wright State have been incredibly impactful for me, the greatest impact has been the opportunity to impact others. My roles on campus have given me the opportunity to meet a wide variety of people with unique experiences and dreams. And as a leader, I take more pleasure in seeing others achieve their goal than I do in reaching my own. So I am very happy to congratulate and present this year's Distinguished Advanced Student Leader Award winner, Logan Rex. Turn it back over to you, Courtney.
Okay. Our next award is the Student Organization Program of the Year. The winning program is given to a student organization that has sponsored a creative, effective, and impactful on-campus program, virtual program, or hybrid event that was open to the entire student body, promoting an educational and service experience while building campus community. This year's event came about in order to increase awareness of the ongoing issues and struggles that those in the Black community face on a constant basis. The program brought together around 200 attendees of students, faculty, staff, and the public to hear speakers and performers address the problems and how we as a community can rally together. Furthermore, the event served as a memorial to express condolences for those whose lives were taken through police brutality, increasing awareness of current issues, and allowing time for us to come together as a community. While the event was put on due to horrible circumstances, the impact it left on WSU and the surrounding community will ensure that it does not remain silent moving forward. It is my pleasure to announce that the Black Student Union's program, Black Voices Matter and Candlelight Visual, is the recipient of the 2021 Program of the Year Award. Yay! Our next award is the Student Organization of the Year. This award is presented to an organization that offer exemplary programming, created and developed partnerships or collaborations, and contributed positively to the Wright State campus community. This outstanding organization has been able to grow exponentially over the past year, having over 100 students participate in their events and activities. The group took the pandemic in stride and allowed the organization to think outside of the box on how to best hold events and market themselves to the WSU community. The organization currently has been holding weekly gaming tournaments with its members that have now extended to a friendly competition with UD and Bowling Green to best prepare for upcoming intercollegiate competitions. These games include, but are not limited to, Super Smash Bros., League of Legends, and Among Us. Some members have recreated the WSU Dayton campus in Minecraft, where Capture the Flag games are held virtually. While still a newer organization to WSU, it has already gained momentum. Sorry, I can't read. It has already gained momentum to further succeed and be a staple organization to students to join in an online fun. As a nominator wrote, while this past year has been rough for everyone, it has been inspiring to watch them adapt to the conditions and accelerate. Their impact and reach across campus is one deserving of recognition. Therefore, the 2021 Student Organization of the Year is Collegiate Esports Club. Congratulations.
Congratulations to all of you. I have the pleasure of doing the last awards for the evening and presenting the Senior Leader Awards. The Senior Leader Award is open to any student who is graduating at the end of spring or graduated this past fall semester and has shown excellent leadership qualities over the last academic year through student organizations, service to the community, scholarship, and or commitment to the advancement of the mission and goals of Wright State University. We have multiple recipients, and I'd like to recognize each one. Our first winner has held a variety of leadership roles during her time at WSU. While filling several executive roles within Alpha Omicron Pi, serving as Vice President of Recruitment for Panhellenic during a pandemic, and helping to establish partnerships with organization and community partners for Miracle Makers and Raiderthon, she has dedicated her undergraduate experience to becoming a campus leader. She wants others to follow her path, giving back, and making a positive impact on those who need it most. As she stated in her nomination material, I want the WSU community to know that all students have needs, and we should do our best to create an atmosphere where all can feel included. Congratulations to our first senior leader, Nicole Oler. Our second senior leader has been involved with the Student Government Association here at WSU since his first year on campus. Starting as an intern, then a senator, followed by the chief policy officer, and now serving as the chief of staff, this leader has seen almost all aspects of leadership through SGA. His impact with student government included working on House Bill 310 to strengthen anti-bullying and anti-hazing laws, as well as working to rewrite the election regulations for SGA elections to ensure that they are fair and truly represent the students who vote. As a nominator wrote about this leader, he was the silent leader of the organization who shared strong opinions, asked intentional questions, and focused on providing a true opportunity to serve the student body. He has always been open to learning from past experiences and taking opportunities to grow as a leader within the organization and on a personal level. Congratulations to our senior leader, Eli Smith. Our third winner has been an integral part of campus and outdoor recreation during their time here at Wright State. They are a regular participant and leader in many of the programs campus recreation has had to offer, including the Grand Canyon backpacking trip. In these excursions, they have stepped up into leadership roles, helping to connect fellow participants and set the tone to challenge others to be their best selves. They've even taken this pandemic in stride, helping to create impactful virtual programming for fellow students. According to a nominator of this leader, they have been a strong leader in outdoor trips, who is kind, trusting, understanding, and fierce. I have watched their confidence, skills, and leadership continually grow in the past few years. So please join me in congratulating Tina Holman as Senior Leader Award recipient. Our next winner, when asked what impact they were leaving on the WSU community, stated that, while I do not know the legacy I will leave, I truly hope that the work I've done can make a difference in the lives of current and future Raiders. This individual has been a leader not just on campus, but across Ohio by serving as the executive director of the Ohio Student Government Association. He has been part of our SGA for several years, serving as VP, and this year as president. In addition to his work in SGA, he is a member of the Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, a Newman Civic Fellow, and has helped to revive the Multicultural Association of Pre-Health students. These leadership roles have helped him grow as a leader on campus and leave a lasting impression on those he works with. Congratulations to Adrian Williams on being a Student Senior Leader Award winner. Congratulations. Our fifth winner is one that people have described as a go-getter and someone that people can turn to whenever they need help. She has been part of several organizations, holding leadership roles in many of them. Over her time at WSU, she has been a Take Flight participant and team leader, a morale captain for Miracle Makers and Raider-Thon, an orientation mentor, member of the 67 Society, and has been one of the co-presidents of Omicron Delta Kappa this year. These and other experiences have allowed her to grow as a student, a leader, and an individual during her time at Wright State. Through it all, she has maintained a positive outlook that often rubs off on those around her. Now, many of you know I have worked with this student's father for over 20 years, and dollars to donuts, she had this positive impact on people from the moment she was born. And I am very proud to congratulate someone that still calls me Uncle Eric, Riley Corbett, for being Senior Leader Award recipient. Our next senior leader is one that has taken advantage of leadership opportunities while in college. She has been a member of the Student Conduct and Review Board and has served on the Student Election Committee for SGA. Her biggest roles, though, have been as a result of being on the women's soccer club team, where she has served as president and part of the Sports Club Council, and on the Model UN team, where she has received the Distinguished Delegate Award. Her nominator described her as a passionate leader that many have turned to for advice. As she prepares to graduate, she wants to leave this message for future Raiders. Know your goals. Your first goal should be to take care of yourself, and your second is having a sense of achievement in something you're passionate about. Whether it's an A in a course, a goal in a tough game, or becoming a part of an organization on campus, one of your goals should be to find your passion while you're here at WSU. So please give a round of applause to our next senior leader, Alexandria Applin. Our seventh honoree has always been about changing themselves in their organizations and in how things get done. That was their mindset coming to Wright State as a freshman, and throughout their time here, that has been at the center of their leadership growth. She joined her sorority, Zeta Tau Alpha, which allowed her to step into leadership roles within the chapter. This will lead her to also take on positions in the Greek community here at WSU, serving as the Director of Marketing, Director of Admin, and over the past year as President of the Fraternity and Sorority Council. These experiences, as one nominator wrote, have allowed her to push herself to do more with less, innovate change in the community, and be the leader she was always meant to be. Help me recognize Brooke Neal as a Senior Leader Award winner. Our next senior leader is one that has been an agent of change for the university. Having started his own organization on campus to push forward community services and philanthropic efforts, this leader is one that gives 100% to things he is committed to. He has been a part of the Multicultural Association for Pre-Health Students, African Student Union, SGA, and Compassion in Action. He hopes that his legacy for WSU is one that demonstrates the importance of giving back when you can, whether that be in a monetary format to charities or giving your time to assist the community service projects. He is a prime example of what leadership can look like on our campus. Congratulations to Chemeka Okafor as a Senior Leader Award winner. Our ninth winner has been described as one of the strongest and most competent leaders on Wright State's campus. Through hard work and determination, she has helped to lay the foundations for new clubs and expand on others by doing much more than they were previously. One notable example is with the WSU dance team, where she led the team to revamp itself once it moved from athletics to a sport club. For her, it allowed the team to almost start from the ground up and set themselves and future dancers up for success. She's also been active in student government, currently serving as Speaker of the House. As the nominator said, her leadership skills are the next level and often unmatched in situations. She's the leader on and off campus and is someone who is always on call for those who need her help. Congratulations to our ninth senior leader, Lacey Loges. Our 10th and final Senior Leader Award recipient has also taken advantage of the opportunities that Wright State has offered. From holding multiple positions, including president for sorority Delta Zeta, to serving on College Panhellenics Council, to being a fellow for the Campus Election Engagement Project, she's had her fair share of leadership growth. Her dedication to her organizations has given her a sense of pride, one that others often feed off of, and allowed them to branch out into new and exciting roles. This leader, when asked about what her impact has been, said this: "I would like to think that I am leaving the Wright State community better than when I arrived. The impact on me has allowed me to be a better student and a more confident person, and I hope that I have inspired others to follow my footsteps." Congratulations to our 10th and final Senior Leader Award winner, Taylor Ronniball. You know, each year we do this, you would think I'd get used to the long list of accomplishments and outstanding things that our students have done, but every year I continue to be amazed how, as someone noted earlier, they balance so many things, pressures that other generations may not have faced, academic challenges, a pandemic. I mean, think about what this year's graduating seniors went through over the last 4 years. It's amazing to see what they've done, and I'm very proud of each of you and very happy to be able to help recognize you in some way tonight. I'm going to finish here with our final and our top award, which is our Distinguished Senior Leader Award. While all our senior leaders are extraordinary, one student stands out above the rest. Our Distinguished Senior Leader epitomizes the values of this university by consistently striving for excellence. Through their leadership roles and experiences, they've been able to create and implement some incredible initiatives here at Wright State University. A big part of these programs and changes have been to help remove barriers for students on campus, especially for those who are first-generation college students, students of color, and students that have overcome hardships, all in an effort to pave the way forward for them to have a brighter future here at WSU. These include the Retain the Nine initiative, helping create scholarships, assisting with the planning of the NPHC Garden Plots project, and so much more. As they said, this university has given me opportunities and confidence to grow myself as a leader, student, and man so much, and I am thankful every day that I chose to come here. I truly hope I was able to leave a legacy of positivity, hope, and encouragement to those who come after me. So congratulations, Adrian Williams, the 2021 Distinguished Senior Leader. And I believe Jeremy will come on to close us out here.
Yep. Congratulations, Adrian. And congratulations to all of our award recipients and our nominees this year. I want to thank all of you for all the hard work again that you've done over this past year. It's definitely not a regular year, but you all have taken it in stride and made the best of what could have been a horrible situation. I want to thank each and every last student, faculty, staff, administration member on this call, and those who weren't able to be here tonight, who's helped make Wright State University so vibrant and as active as it can be this year. These awards are because of you and all of the hard work that you've done to put into this over this year. I want to thank you all again for coming to tonight's wonderful occasion and being able to celebrate some of our amazing Wright State community members, students, faculty, staff, organizations, and all of their accomplishments this year.